Whether you were or you were not a teenager in the 60s, undoubtedly you remember a television show that made superstars out of four young men called the Monkees.
Here we come, walking down the street. We get funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. I'll come and watch you sing and play. We're the young generation, and we got something to say. Hey, we're the Monkees. You never know where we'll be found, so you better get ready. We may be coming to your town. When I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. The last train of Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station. You can be here by 4:30, 'cause I've made your reservation. I'm not your stepping stone. I'm not your stepping stone.
Put your hands together and welcome Micky Dolenz. Hi, Micky. Lovely to have you here. There you go. You know about things like microphones and all of that. No, you don't put it there. No, Micky.
Actually, these are the good ones. They're very nice.
Like
peanut
this, huh?
butter. Oh, wonderful peanut butter.
You're in town for a fun event, the 13th annual Budweiser World of Wheels event.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, 3 times fast, huh?
I am really into cars, and that's how it started. I'm afraid it's my one and only vice.
It is
cars,
not.
yeah.
Tennis
Oh,
is a
yeah.
vice. I know all about you.
Tennis, yeah. Polo, I just started.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
I started polo 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, I've ridden all my life and played tennis all my life, and I figured, got a shot here.
That's great.
And
Yeah,
I
makes sense.
actually hit the little ball on the ground.
Did you? Isn't that
With
fun?
the long mallet.
One of my co-hosts, Janet Langhart, plays tennis, or plays polo. Yeah, she's terrific at it. The Monkey Mobile, is that the
Yep.
World of Wheels exhibit?
Yeah, the old Monkey Mobile, still running. Looks pretty good. Somebody scratched it last week, though,
They did? How?
with a coin or a key or something.
Oh, isn't that awful? You know that this audience is here primarily to see you. There has been such a resurgence. It is amazing, the resurgence for the Monkees.
No accounting for taste, is there? What are you going to do? Hey,
All right,
I'm not going to complain.
3 of you are together.
Well, yes. I mean, we were together for the majority of the tour. Mike did come on stage at the Greek Theater. Mike's Mike Nesmith came on stage at the Greek. He wished us all the best of luck. He did the MTV Christmas video with us, and I met him last night for dinner. We're talking about the movie, so he'll be in the movie with us too.
Tell what happened to him, though. I mean, he's not with the group because I heard he inherited an enormous amount of money. And
Yes, he did, but that's not the reason he's not with the group. Mike is an executive producer of films, and he doesn't really perform anymore, and just not into it as a performer on the road, music band stuff. And I was in much the same position. When I was asked to do the tour, I couldn't. I was producing and directing a series in England.
I want to talk about that, but just to finish, Mike, his mother developed liquid paper.
That's right.
And
yeah.
he inherited $25 million.
Yeah.
We're all doing that.
No, sir.
Liquid
really
paper.
nice,
Why
Mike.
didn't I think of that, right?
Wonderful. No, he's wonderful. And we talked about doing lots of things together. I couldn't have done the tour either if excuse me, if it had come a couple of months before. I was busy
you were
producing
busy working.
a series myself, and it was strange getting out there and performing again for me. It was real weird.
I'll bet.
Tough.
Wonderful story about a 66-year-old woman that I was reading in some of the press clippings. She really said to her daughter all the time, turn the Monkees down, turn them down, when they were on in the 60s. She watched the whole marathon comeback on the MTV of the 60s, and she got so into it. She was turning it up, turning it up. She said,
Hey, little lambs, bring in the gold. Hey, please, far on, far on.
her comment was she didn't know she had the stamina to go through it all. Amazing. You guys had so much stamina. When they had this whole audition call for 4 insane human beings who would do this television show, was it a big cattle call? What was it like?
Well, I suspect there was, at one point, a cattle call, as you say. I had an agent at the time, and I'd, of course, worked in the business for years, even at that point. So my agent sent me to a proper interview, and I went into an office, I met the producers, and then I went back and had another audition, and then I went back and they were very extensive screen tests. I heard there was about 400 or 500 people that tried out, and I got in, and my first screen test must have been with about 25 or 30, not all at the same time, but divided up into groups, and then it got down to about 15, then about 12, then 8, and then I had the rest of the guys all their knees broken, so.
Oh, that'll help. That'll help.
Bought off a lot of people, and here I am. Eileen, what can I tell you?
You all got along, didn't you? Very well. Or did you?
Yes. Yes, no, I think under the circumstances, I think we got along very well. We were basically introduced to each other one day. Hi, Micky, this is Micky Dolenz, Peter Tork. Hi, you'll be Micky, you'll be Davy, you'll be the drummer, he said to me, and I said, oh, thank you very much. So we got along like as well as most, as well as the cast of any show might get along. We had our differences and our problems.
What made this work? What made it work, do you think?
Well, a combination of a lot of things. I think the producers were very, very wise in their choice of cast.
I do too. Oh, well.
If I do say so myself.
I could have said that, Micky. They were wise, you're right.
No, I think they did make good choices. Not that I'm anything special or any one of us was anything desperately special, but they just perceived, certain qualities that that would work in music and television and song and dance and comedy and a little drama. They were looking for personalities, not actors. None of us were just actors, and none of us were just musicians.
But
neither of those would work.
Things.
We're performers.
Right.
Each one of us were like personalities. That's why we used our own names. And that's why the characters that we played on the show were not very far from the characters that we are. They were just caricatures, little extrapolations of who we were, because they knew that if we walked out there as actors and tried to play, the kids would never have gone for that.
No, and look at this resurgence and this, again, the Monkees, so it works. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll continue this conversation with Micky Dolenz.
This dancing school thing has really turned into a drag, a stone drag.
How long can we keep this up?
Wait! What?
What? What is it?
A brilliant idea.
Well?
That's what we need, a brilliant idea.
Well, where are we going to get that?
I've got it. Got to talk to the writers. Hi, fellas. Listen, we need an idea for the show, Gotta be something fast and groovy and hip and everything, Can you do it?
Oh, that's great. Micky Dolenz is with us.
My hair! What did I do with my hair?
Let the at-home audience into what he was doing. Was he being silly and funny during the break? Come on, what were you doing at the table? Do the table.
What did I do to my
bus
hair
driver.
in that show? Oh, goodness. I don't know what I
Micky
had
was
in
a bus
mind.
driver with the table. He was a professor lecturing us on molecular or something. Very funny. You're a comedian, aren't you?
What can I tell you?
You're also a good father.
Oh, thank you. How do you know?
I've heard.
You told me something I don't know?
No, your kids mean a great deal to you, don't they?
Oh, yeah, sure. I got 4 little girls. Well, one quite big girl, one's 18, about your age. And
Kiss him. I'm going to kiss him. I'll wait, but I'm going to kiss him.
and I have one. She's doing quite well, actually. She's a little actress in Hollywood, and she's her name is Amy, and she's done quite a few shows: Growing Pains, Silver Spoons. I'm not too familiar with them because I haven't lived here for a long time. But and then I have in England, I have one that's 5, one that's 3, and one that's 2.
Do they love the Monkees?
Yeah, they do. They haven't quite made the connection. They're not sure who I am. If I'm on, they haven't quite made that connection.
They're too young,
yet,
I
but they
suppose,
love
yet.
it. They came out on tour, and stood around dancing to all the songs.
Isn't that great?
Here we come. Walking in.
That is great. We have a lot of questions. Can you stand up? You have something with you, don't you?
Yes.
Bring something?
I got a picture.
Mark, I don't know where you want to show this, but it is really funny. How about right there? Look at this. Do you, can you see this? Well, you're kind of upside down and a little crossways. And when was this?
I beg your pardon?
This was at Club Casino this summer.
Club Casino this summer.
Oh, this was this summer?
This summer.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, the Club Casino. I
So
remember
I had the
that
opportunity to
place.
see 3 shows
Oh, thank you.
there, and it was very, very good. It was a
Thank you.
close second to my best show this summer.
What's the button you have on?
Oh, that's Elvis.
Oh.
It was his birthday yesterday
That
after,
was
by the way.
your favorite show this summer?
The summer show, favorite show was Whitney Houston. I think she has a little better looking legs than you, but that's... My question is, whatever happened to Boyce and Hart, and is there a new album in the making? Are you going to collaborate with them?
Bobby Hart wrote one of the songs on the album that's out now. That was in This Is Now. And Tommy Boyce came out on tour a number of times, and we had a good time. I introduced him, and he came out and sang a couple of songs. They're not together as a team, if I'm not mistaken. But Bobby's still very active in Hollywood writing. And yes, there is an album in the works. We're making a deal right now, as we speak. We're smaller.
Do you know how much
Might be him now.
the Changes album, the last album, do you know how much it sells for? Between $40 and $70.
And I got some right here. Step right up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Changes albums, $40 and $50 for you and the studio audience only. Tear off the top of your house and send it in with $14.95.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I brought you something, so you won't forget my name. I saw you in Maine, and I thought after 20 years that you're really great, and I wanted to ask if I could have a kiss.
Sure.
Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead.
No, not here, Rose. Come on.
Oh, that's
Very nice
nice.
to meet you. Thank you very
That's
much.
great, Rose. Who else has a question? Do
carnation.
you? There you go.
No.
Actually, it's not a question. It's a comment. I wanted to say congratulations, and it's so good to see you back. I've been a fan since the 60s, and I wanted to be able to say thank you and goodbye before, and I never got the chance to, but now I can say thank you and hello, and that's even better. And could I give you a hug?
Sure.
Okay. Who else has a question? Well, we get a hug. Okay.
Very nice
Here we
to
go.
meet you.
Here we go. Stand up here for me. Thank you.
Hi.
Okay.
I read somewhere that Georgia was going to do a TV spot on The Judge. Is that your littlest one?
No, Amy.
Was it Amy?
Amy.
No, they said in the magazine that it was your littlest one.
Oh, no. They got it.
Never trust those magazines, you know.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia. They thought it was Georgia. No, she's only 2. It's very unlikely she's going to be on The Judge.
You know, witness for something.
Yeah, right.
And I just want to say I saw the show 11 times in 9 different states. And
Thank you very much.
And it was great.
What's your name?
Diane.
Diane.
I
Nice
met
to
you in
meet you,
Portland.
Diane.
Yeah.
Great, Diane. Thanks a lot. Your wife, Trina, what makes her special? When did you get married, and why is she a good wife for your kind of lifestyle?
Well, she puts up with my, ridiculous personality. About 10 years ago, we met in Chicago, actually, and just met at a dinner party, actually. And I don't know, just got on. We had mutual interests, and that was it. We moved to England about 10 years ago.
Nottinghamshire, right?
Nottinghamshire.
Nottinghamshire.
You just kind of throw away the shire. Nottinghamshire.
Yeah, okay.
Nottinghamshire.
But now
we
you
live near Robin Hood. We're Robin Hood.
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
We
yeah,
did.
Sherwood
Sheriff of
Forest.
Nottingham, right?
Oh,
Well,
sure.
that's where we live. In fact, I live near a street called Maid Marian Way.
Oh, isn't that neat?
And we live right near Sherwood Forest.
Oh.
And so it's pretty good. You duck the arrows.
Are you moving to Los Angeles?
Well, I'm getting a apartment or a house. I'm going to rent a house there. I'm not going to move permanently. We're going to keep the house in England.
Why, Mickey? Why the transition?
Well, I've been back and forth a number of times over the last 10 years. I spend probably an average of 6 weeks, 8 weeks in LA anyway every year working on my film and television projects. And because of all the monkey things happening, because I just sold a film to Warner Brothers to go into development over there, it just seemed like the right idea, the right thing to do. And I don't want to be away from the family for more than a couple weeks at a time, and it's commuting from England.
Oh, that's difficult.
It's not easy. So we just decided to come out to LA for 6 months, get a place with a pool, and just kind of kick back while I'm working my butt off.
Yeah, you are really working hard, aren't you? I mean,
yeah, it's been pretty good. But I'm not complaining. It's
no,
incredible,
don't. And one final question, a quick one. One quick comment. Okay.
I love the show because of the innocence it portrayed, and how like each different character was had its own flaws. Like, you weren't perfect with the gelled hair and you just were people. And do you miss that innocence? Because I remember in one clip that Peter and you were dancing. It was Dance-A-Go-Go, and you were practicing, and you were going, "Let me lead," and you didn't think anything of it. Like today, they'd say, "Oh, those two are a little." But do you miss that? Because obviously the times have changed.
It's a good question.
Yeah, I do, actually. I think you're right. I think that television's getting very self-conscious, and so are films, and everybody's taking themselves very seriously now. And in those days, we didn't. No, we were much more lighthearted about everything. But if we do some films, we are planning to do a feature. I'm quite sure that we'll be able to recapture that with no problem.
I think it's great, Micky, that you're here. And tonight, the Monkey Mobile and Micky will be at the Budweiser World of Wheels exhibition at the Bayside Expo Center. That's a fabulous show, and what an opportunity to see you tonight. So everybody, just pick up the phone and call. Thanks, Micky, very much. I think you're a delightful guy.
Thank you.
Good luck to you and your family and everything you're doing. Micky Dolenz, we'll be right back.
And we'll cap off the hour with making some donuts, so stay where you are.